Okay, so the goal is to collapse time for one another, to help us, for those of us who have been taken out by certain storms and seasons and relationships, betrayals, all the things that shouldn't have happened that did, but yet it's one of those things, once you have your life in the hands of the Creator, it doesn't even matter all of the things that happened and how we perceived it to be beneficial or destructive. It doesn't even matter, because it's all ingredients, and the Creator is from outside of time. So anything that's in his hands is not, it's not limited by time. So here's the thing, how is that going to happen? I believe it's going to happen by the ones that have gone through this great transformation and that are still going through the great transformation, and we'll ever be going through transformation. But the point is, there's a significant time that's right now. And for me, and if you're here encountering this, then I would believe it's for you too, and I would challenge you to not question that, and I would challenge you to go after it. So here's the way that I can offer to collapse time for you to help you move further in your dream slash vision slash identity slash why you're here. So this idea is called Dreamily, and you are going to finally have your dream ally. You might not know anybody in your circle that can understand your dreams. You might not have anybody close to you that would relate to you on that front, and you have kept your greatness small because it is uncomfortable to shine your light in the face of everybody who has witnessed your transformation. They remember you as the one that had to go through it. They remember you as the one that was low while you were being betrayed by the people that you should have been able to trust. You were the one, they saw you at your lowest and at your, most weak. And so it's a weird experience to then rise up in your greatness and to shine bright in the strength of who you are destined to be when you are surrounded by the ones who have seen you at your lowest. But guess what? We all were at our lowest at one point, and then we all have the choice to transition and transform into the level of ourselves that is the next level. So I have spent years and years and years learning how to do all of these different little things online. I can make an ebook, I can make a website, I can make a funnel, I've actually gone through the entire process of publishing a book. I went through the entire process of creating, designing, publishing a journal. I have multiple YouTube channels. I can video edit. So the point is not just to sit here and tell you all the things I can do, but I believe, not just believe, but I know that part of my purpose here is to help others in their purpose. When I was a very, very little girl, I was obsessed with the concept of purpose. I would write it. That was my very first tattoo. And it was something that was just, I had this idea, this concept, and this knowledge about purpose in life since I was very young. Then in this one encounter that I had, somebody brought to me this concept about helping people bring their dreams through. I totally thought that I was going to do it at that time, at that job, and then I didn't, and then it didn't work out. And so anyway, then fast forward all this time, now I look back and I'm like, all of those little projects that kind of like were seemingly going nowhere and kind of are yet to be determined if they're going to be relevant in the long run or how many people they're going to be relevant to, who knows. But what I realized is that I was learning all of these things along the way, not just for myself, but for you and for the people who have been fighting the good fight, staying in the game, have a dream and a vision, but they haven't had the time or the chance to learn how to do an ebook, learn how to do a funnel, learn how, and I see a lot of offerings where it's like, we will give you this blank funnel and then you plug it in with your stuff. And that's like a great idea, but sometimes you need an ally to come alongside you and believe with you, to develop your dream with you. My two greatest strengths are wonder and invention. So I am actually paid to help develop products, to actually create products. Creating products is one of my favorite things to do. I have a mind that can see systems from A to Z. So I will help you, whether you're at the very seedling just barely have this concept and you need help developing it, or if you already have your ebook but you need somewhere to put it, or if you have a course idea but you don't know how to design a course, I am here to see if we would be a good match together. So the next step is just contact me. We are going to have a free consultation. Let's see if we would be a good match to work together, and then we will go from there. I will see where you fit in terms of the process, in the development of where you're at with your idea, and then we will work something out to make it come to pass. So what this is me helping bring your idea into a form that you can actually that could be a deliverable, whether it be an ebook, a course, a freebie, just a lead magnet. If you're just trying to give people your free thing and you want to collect email addresses for a list, I can help you with that. Or if you're looking for help and guidance in actually getting, a book written and getting to publishing. What else? So anyway, those are the things that this is for. What this is not is I'm not going to be your social media manager. I'm not your branding person. Those are not my strengths. I don't do those things. Those are I will refer you to people who are really good at those things, but I know myself, I know my strengths, and I also know my weaknesses. And I definitely believe that with the world that we live in and all the technology and the access that we have available to us, there's no reasons why we can't be operating out of our strengths. So for you, dreamer, it is time for you to get a dream ally, invest in your dream, and you and I can have a safe space to dream huge. And I won't judge you based on all of the failures of your past or all of the times that you've been betrayed and tripped up. Those things happen along the way, and how we respond to them is what makes us who we are. And that is really what it all boils down to. So don't put it off anymore. One last thing I'm gonna say. Life has done this weird thing lately where I've been re-encountering people that I used to know from a long time ago, and now I'm re-encountering them. And it's interesting to see where they're at in their journey. Some, you could tell they've been doing work for these years. Some, they could have been doing more work. They could have been doing more with the time they were given. So once again, the miracle here is that the Creator is not limited by time. We can collapse time. All we have to do is actually put our intention and our free will into that, and then and we will magnetize the people and the solutions that are there to help us level up. But we have to do the work. We have to be willing. We have to choose it. We have to want it. We have to value it enough to sacrifice for it. So anyway, subscribe. Contact me if this is something that is for you, and if it's for you, you'll know. And don't be afraid. Let's just have our consultation and we'll see where we can go from here. Okay? I can't wait to meet you, can't wait to talk to you, and let's see what we can do together.